a warning, and we had some pretty good, there's a really good signature of, well, it's right here near New Albany, Mississippi. And it's headed northeast, northeast. It's not moving very fast at about 15 miles per hour. Again, just issued by the National Weather Service. It does include Tippah County, which Tippah County is in our coverage area, and it is moving to the east. There's Ripley right there. So this warning is going to go until, it looks like it's going to go until 7:30. So a tornado warning has been issued for New Albany, near New Albany, Mississippi. And this is also, this storm has shown signs of rotation right here. That's where the rotation is. That's why the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning. And let me put a track on this for you so you can see exactly where it is going to be going and who is in the path. And if your town is in the path, you need to go to your safe spot immediately. Some of this is going to be going over rural areas. Nonetheless, though, you're close enough. Anywhere in southeastern Tippah County, a potential tornado. This was just issued by the National Weather Service a few moments ago, moving east at about 15 miles per hour. So that is what we're tracking right there. There's your track. And really, to be honest with you, this is just the beginning of what is going to be taking place. Really, this is just round one. So if you are in Guntown, if you're in Saltillo, you need to go to your safe spot now. Again, here's southeastern Tippah County right there. And Corinth, this cell is headed toward you guys as well. Now, there is no tornado warning with this cell near Corinth, but it's close enough to this one that does have a tornado warning for Guntown at 7:40. So we're giving you some heads up, some lead time, and you need to go to your safe spot. Now, we've been talking about this for a couple of days, that the best place to be is in an interior room on the first level of your home away from windows. So that's where you want to be. Again, Ripley, you're really close to the circulation as well, but it looks like the worst of it is going to be in actually Union County, but the warning clips southeastern Tippah County. That's why we're on the air right now. We've had, a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings, but now an active tornado warning. And this is our first tornado warning, and this is not the only activity on the radar right now. There is other activity and other warnings, but this is the only active tornado warning right now that the Weather Service did issue. This was issued at 6:45, so about 7 minutes ago, in the extreme southeastern part of Tippah County. There is other activity that is about to affect the Memphis metro, and that activity is actually moving into downtown Memphis right now, and there is some lightning just to the south and west of that. So if you are wondering why we're on the air, we are on the air because of a tornado warning issued for southeastern Tippah County, and this is going to go until 7:30. And one of the reasons is because it is moving so slowly. That's why I think the Weather Service has extended that warning out for, a 45-minute tornado warning. Now, it may be out of Tippah County before then. We could actually have, it out of Tippah County before 7:30. But we're going to stay with you as long as this active warning is in place. Again, here's Ripley, Mississippi, right here. There's Ripley. The worst of it, though, is down here near New Albany. You see where that lightning is down there? That's the worst of it. Here's southeastern Tippah County, where that warning has actually, it's not all of Tippah County. In fact, north of Ripley, you're not even in the warning. But there may be some coding issues here with the Weather Service also, because it's not showing up on the map. But it is active and was issued about 7 minutes or so ago. Another area that we are going to have to watch is down here in Helena, Lee County, Arkansas, Phillips County, into Coahoma County. All this activity will be arcing to the east-northeast over the next couple of hours. I do also want to show you some tornado tips that you can do. We've been talking about this for the last several days, but I do want to pop on our tornado tip graphic because I think it paints a really good picture where you need to go and what to do. Also, we've been talking about this for a couple of days now about where to go during a tornado, and the safest place is definitely going to be in the interior part of your home. I should also note, if you live in a mobile home, you need to pay attention to the weather tonight because there are more storms coming. And if a tornado warning is issued for your area and you have a place to go, a safe place that is in a sturdy shelter, you need to go there. And that's why I'm saying you really need to pay close attention to the weather tonight because this is very, very serious. We are under well, it depends on exactly where you live, but a good bit of the area is under a enhanced risk of severe weather, a level 3. Now, there is a moderate risk just south of us, which is a level 4. So it's the counties in North Mississippi where the highest chances are of a tornado. We will also have to watch this activity around Helena, West Helena, but let's go back to the tornado warned storm right now. And folks, a very good signature of a tornado. As a matter of fact, I'll put some of that, our rotation indicator on in a second, but this is Highway 78 right here. Here's Oxford. You're good for right now, but you do have storms approaching you just to your south and west. But it's this one right here that we're most concerned about, southeastern Tippah County down into Union County. And if it probably isn't going to make that much of a northeasterly jog, but if it does, Corinth, you are close. I don't think at this time it will affect you. There is other activity that could actually tornado, but that is the cell right now that we are most concerned with. Here's Corinth right here. Notice you do have some activity just to your west. This is something that needs to be watched very carefully. And not only that, we also have activity entering the Memphis metro right now. And actually, a storm was headed our way in the metro area, but it weakened a little bit, and now we're seeing some of that intensify again. So anywhere you see that purple color indicates really large hail, and it can also indicate where the core of a storm is, or where a tornado might be. Not necessarily on the purple color itself. There's Faulkner, Mississippi right here, but some signs of rotation ongoing in these storms of concern. Let's come into the Memphis metro area right now and see what is going on here, because we have storms moving into downtown Memphis as we speak. There is also other activity in western DeSoto County, and if you go even farther south than that, there is more activity to become concerned about that is about to enter Panola County and near the Sardis area. So it's all that right there too. That is something else to be concerned with. Let me go back over here to our latest bulletin because, like I said, for whatever reason, that warning, here was one of the complexities of it. It was a severe thunderstorm warning, and then there now is showing up on our map. So it has ingested the data. Let me turn the severe thunderstorm warnings off so you don't get confused. And again, here it is. As this tornado warned storm moves towards southeastern Tippah County. Let me just see what we can find on our rotation tracker. And anywhere you see the green, that brighter green, I'm going to turn the lightning off too. That's where the rotation is, just southeast of New Albany. So this is where the worst of it is, southeast of New Albany, headed toward Guntown. Again, this expires at 7:30 this evening, and I don't see why it would be canceled early. Let us put a new track on the storm because it is moving so slowly. Only at about, the last I saw, this thing was moving east at only about 20 miles per hour. And like I said, a lot of this is over open area, but if you are in the towns that are about to pop up, because I'm going to extend this track out, Saltillo and Guntown, you are under a tornado warning right now. You have got to go to your safe spot immediately if you are in any of these towns. And if you are anywhere in southeastern Tippah County, you need to go to your safe spot, which should be in the middle of your home. Dumas, you're under the warning right now. you are under an active tornado warning. Also, Locka, Mississippi, Molino, Pleasant Ridge, all under a tornado warning. Let me come in here a little bit closer, Dumas, and maybe we can get some streets. Yeah, this is County Road 747, right here, just northwest of Locum. So if you live anywhere near County Road 747 in Tippah County, you need to go to your safe spot right now. You need to do it immediately because you could be in the path. And Dumas, you're no stranger to tornadoes in the past. So you know what to do. You got to go to your safe spot right now. I will say this. I will say this as a way to encourage you for the moment anyway. Let me kill this storm track and go back to our velocity product because here is where the worst of it is. That's if there's a tornado, it is just southeast of New Albany right now. It's going to be right here. That's the rotation. When red meets green, the storm is mean. That's a good way to think about it. We always try to keep those colors separated, but when you see them close together like that, that is why the National Weather Service has prompted this tornado warning near New Albany, Mississippi, and Ecru, Mississippi as well. A lot of furniture made down in these places. So there are a lot of people that live in some of these towns because they're very industrial in the last several years. In Corinth, we can't go to sleep on you either. Let me see if there's any rotation here. Yes, but it's weak. It's nowhere near what we're seeing here in New Albany right now. And southeastern Tippah County, again, you are not necessarily in the direct path, but a little bit of a jog north, and you will be. Dumas, so you need to go to your safe spot. Now, I have also been I'm working on some video that a viewer sent me through Facebook, and I have asked him to email it to me, of some rotation around the Clarksdale area as well, Mississippi, Clarksdale, Mississippi. So that is another area that we're watching. Dumas, Mississippi, again, the worst of it is to your south. I know you hope it stays that way. No reason to panic, but you do need to go to your safe spot, as we've been telling you about throughout the last several days. We've had so many events this year already that probably by now you have heard about what to do when you go to your center of your home. Put as many walls between you and the exterior of the house as possible. Please don't try to go outside and film the tornado. Would love to see your pics safely, though. Send it, snap it, send it, share it. Local 24. You can do that in our app. If you haven't downloaded it, do it today, and you can take a picture, open up our app, and then send it to us, and we'll get it. And I tell you why we like that so much. There it is. It's free, and it will give you instant weather alerts. So, for instance, we're in a severe thunderstorm watch right now. Say where you are, wherever you might be, if there is a warning issued, you will get a notification. And another thing about it, always have your cell phones charged up, because if you do lose power, you can watch us as we are streaming online on your mobile device if you still have a decent cell signal. So that's another thing, or a hotspot or whatever you might have. So that's why this app is so important to download. And you can get news and all kinds of stories. And like I said, it is free, and you can do that today. Let me go check over here and see if they have done anything with the warning, because sometimes they will cancel part of counties early, and it doesn't always show up. There's been a lot of warnings today already. And let me just tell you, folks, this is only round one. We have got round two coming later tonight. As a matter of fact, I can show you that as well on our Futurecast model, because it should have updated by now. And I do want to take another look at that for the entire area. And it actually, to be honest with you, is picking up on this thunderstorm incredibly well. That has a tornado warning for southeastern Tippah County. Again, that is why we are on the air, and that goes until 7:30 tonight. Here is the absolute latest on Futurecast, and you see Tippah County right here, where that warning is, that active tornado warning. Check it out. Look how well it does with the placement of that thunderstorm. Now, let's advance the clock. We have one wave moving through right now. There will be another that comes through later tonight. After midnight, most likely, is when that second round will come through, and it could be a little bit more potent. The question is, will it have the energy that these storms have? These don't have as much of the wind capacity that the ones coming through later tonight will have, but if they don't have the energy, it's going to be a problem. Well, it would be a good problem to have, actually. We don't want 2 rounds of storms. We don't want any storms, but this is certainly an active weather day, and this is the first tornado warning issued. Most of our reports today have been hail. And that has been 99% of our reports, actually, to be honest with you. It has been hail and not wind, but you can see the flashing box here, this active tornado warning for southeastern Tippah County. It doesn't cover much, but it is close enough. And Dumas, Mississippi, you could be in the path of this, and this is still looking like a healthy cell. And the problem is, it's just not moving much. So if there is, in fact, a tornado on the ground, it's going to stay over a place for quite a while. So we're going to see what happens with this warning. Like I said, I do think the worst of it, Dumas, is just to your south, right here, where the rotation would be. That's where it looks like to me anyway. Maybe even a little bit weaker now than it was a few moments ago. That's what we certainly want to see. You do not want to see red and green together. Red and green together, that pretty much means the storm is strong, mean, and it really is producing a tornado. I will also say that there has been some separation here over the last several minutes or so, and that's good. Separation by the colors, I mean. We don't want those red and green together. Let's see, new tornado warning coming out for Pontotoc. Possibly, we don't know. That is not our coverage area, Pontotoc, Mississippi, but some people can't see us in Pontotoc, so if you do live in Pontotoc County, just be aware that this tornado warning may be extended, and there is a lot of lightning with it. And another thing is, these storms that I'm tracking right now are outside of the main lines, and with that, they have more energy to work with by themselves. And as we take a three-dimensional look at it, you can see all the lightning that is really involved with the storm. Let's see. All right, I do have some good news, I believe. Guys, let's not do anything yet. Let me just, for a moment, make sure they are going to cancel this warning, because if they do, we'll go off the air, because that is the only active tornado warning right now. And as you can see, it's active until 7:30. So they are, let's see, they're talking about canceling the warning, and they have. So this is what we're going to do. They have canceled, the National Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for Tippah County, southeastern Tippah County. We're on guard. We're going to be here all night long. It's going to be a long night. But they've canceled the tornado warning. We'll be right here. But for right now, let's go back to our regular programming on both stations.